my nice Minecraft house. Woohoo! You play Minecraft? You probably don't play Minecraft, do you? We're going to do a base tour. Yes and no. This is my go-to game when I'm not playing any other game. And I've been just piddling around on this one for a couple of years. And I figure it's about time to move on to another mod pack. This pack was 1.16. That's how old this pack is. 1.16. It's got quite a lot of different mods in this thing. I've played multiple times, but I haven't really sat down and played. Oh, yeah, this game, especially this pack, has kept me very busy for hours. It's therapeutic. I died up there. Anywho, you gonna stick around for the base tour? I'm waiting for Nico to show up. Because after I finish the tour, I'm going to actually... Ooh, we need some garbage. I'm going to blow the base up. Uh-oh. Lag. Oh, that's upstairs. Oh, an Enderman. Clean up my base. I can't believe that I still have an entire floor that I never used for anything. Wild. go set up my quarry. Whoa. What happened? Okay. Wow. I did not expect that. Kind of messed up there, didn't I? Hey, to be fair, it is a mining world. Nico! This pack has a mining world, and I kind of did some mining on it. To be fair, I've been playing this game for a while. I hate it when it misses. This game has become very, very, very laggy. First time chat. Chrissy76, massive 2939. Oh, there's my quarry. Yeah. How did I miss this? Oh, okay. Interesting. How you doing? How do you do? I don't know why I'm starting my quarries back up. I'm gonna blow up my base. Goes pretty quick. Alright, anywho. Go back to home base. We love your base and go boom. Yeah, that's the only reason you even stop by to show up is to see the big bada boom. Alright. I think the best place to start would be to kind of just walk around the outside a little bit and take a look. This is actually, when I spawned in this world, this is pretty much where I spawned. I spawned right in the shadow of an island, a slime island. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Now I noticed there was a tower there, and there was a monument there, and there was a dungeon there, and I was right next to some trees, and there was a village right here. And I was like, holy cow, I could not have flown to a better place to start. So I'm like, all right, I'm taking over the village. And the pond actually had a river coming all the way over to here, which is why this is open. I filled in the river. It was causing issues. But anyway, right outside the village, I was like, hey, let's build us a house. And I'm like, hey, I need some villagers. So one of the first things I did is I'm like, all right, villagers have to be away from the village, and I can have them fall in the water. So I built me a villager spawning hut where all they do is breed the little babies, And then the little babies, they like to bounce up and down on the bed. And as they come through the trapdoors, they go, wee, and fall in the water. Oh, turtles. Turtle. And I figure, all right, well, if the villagers are going to be falling right here, I should probably build them a house nice and close. So all I did was just build a nice house for all the villagers. But this is a special house for villagers because every villager has its own job assignment. And we got our librarian and our smelter. And in this mod pack, we have more than just the vanilla jobs. We got beekeepers, we got the Krabby Patties, we got engineers, we got fire and ice, we got netherologists, oceanographers. So I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool. Everybody gets a job. And then I tried making a door to get rid of the golems so they can go out, but I got tired of fighting with them. So, all right. So, anywho, that was the start. Then, of course, every game needs iron. Sorry, I missed the band. Oh, that's all right. So did I. They kind of tricked me because it was an ad, and then they added a second line. And usually, if you add a second line, you're not a bot. So that's what caught me off guard. Anyway, the Iron Golem farm. Basically, the Iron Golems falls down the chute. I tried not using the chute, but for some reason, it probably has to do with the Earth's rotation, but as they fall, they would drift, and they would miss the mark, and they wouldn't fall in here. I did have all the items going into here, but then later I attached it to my digital storage, and it gets sucked out. But anyway, in this version, 1.16, where you get iron golems is you have to have villagers in trouble. So I caught me a zombie, and I put 3 villagers in here with 3 beds. I put 3 villagers in here with 3 beds. And 3 villagers in here with 3 beds, so they can sleep at night. Of course, they don't sleep at night because there's a zombie, and they're in constant terror. And then Iron Golem will spawn to protect the villagers, and then I just kind of wash them down into the chute. And look how laggy this is. Yeah, my game is really laggy because of how big it is. Bloop. All right, and that was pretty much how one of the first things I built was because I needed a lot of iron. I knew I was going to need a lot of iron. All right, and then we had our early bee production. Oh, remember how I said I spawned right here? With all of that and that and that and the village. Yeah, next to the village was this, but this was actually buried under sand. All that sand kind of came out to here. I had to dig this out, and as I dug it out, I was like, hey, this is where my astral sorcery is going to be. So I built up my temple, started getting my what are these? Celestial crystal clusters. But the later recipes, Earth's rotation. You've seen a pendulum swing. This wasn't good enough for higher level recipes, so I had to look for the sweet spot. and build up in the air and rebuilt the entire thing again. And this was pretty good. Look at here. I'm getting sunlight, or I'm getting starlight right in the middle of the high noon. So I was able to crank up the... I've got 2 temples. One high, one low. And there was another temple buried right here. Because this is the original... This is the original crystal that you can't break. And this is an automated, which I needed a whole bunch of something. What did I need a whole bunch of something for? Oh, glowstone and nocturnal powder. Needed a lot of nocturnal powder. A dark celestial, that's what they call it. So luckily my second temple was on my property. This was a good location to build. I tried to maintain as many original buildings as I could, and I decked them all out with a place to sleep for the villagers. You know, got some twin beds in here. But I actually had to chop down a lot of the huts over time. So they didn't all survive the entire upgrade process. That was the original farm. Okay. What else should we look at? I guess we can just go around in a circle. Not really in order. This was for blood magic. I did have blood magic here. I did die a couple of times doing the ritual because I needed so few blood magic items. I didn't bother automating anything. Because, you know, you can build like a mob farm above it and a ritual stone underneath it and automatically collect the blood. But I didn't really need to do that because I didn't need a whole lot of stuff. Put some more black or blood magic stuff over here. I did automate starlight though. I'm surprised I ran out. Oh yeah. It was really weird setting it up too because I had to use a universal pipe from pipes in order to go into the light well. And you can only do it from the bottom. You can't do it from the side. But pipes doesn't work coming out, so I had to use fluid cables from Cyclic. And then I had to use a fluid tank for mechanisms. It took a little bit of playing around with the different mods on what would actually work, but for the amount of liquid starlight I needed, this was a perfect little setup, little automated setup. Starlight diffuser, and then of course the attuned altar, all nice, neat, and compact. Oh, here's something new to the blood magic that, do you remember way back in, I think it was 1.12, they introduced the demon dimension to where you would basically open the portal by building a shrine. Was it a shrine or a temple?